In this day and age, there are many forgotten arts, and arts that have been adapted towards more modern times. One such art form that's rarely talked about, but that I feel is quite literally vital to influence and win over people you just met, is the art of being quick-witted. Picture this. You just sat down for your interview and you're bombarded with questions. And these are the amount of questions that'll make any normal person blow a fuse trying to think about what to say. But not you. With every question, you not only provide a great answer, but you also slowly crack away at a barrier that the interviewer has set up. And by the end of the interview, not only did you get the job, but you've also got a pay raise and the ability to discuss your benefits. Now, what did you do to achieve this? It's simple. You were quick-witted and practically seduced your interviewer. Now, that sounds very surface level, but there are a couple principles and practices that you can follow to achieve a result like this from anyone you talk to. And it all starts with your mindset. A fluid mind is one that's primed for conversation. To increase the levels of fluidity, you need to have a large bank of information to pull from. Where do you get this information, you ask? Well, it comes from the things you consume, both your physical and your digital experiences. And to put it simply, just go outside and live your life. Touch some grass, Talk to new people every day, whether it's that guy in the gym or that girl that you see in the mall. And if you're not the most extroverted person around, don't worry, because you can still gain a lot of information through things that you watch and learn. You could watch videos on certain cultures and philosophy to have not exactly a one-to-one substitute for the real experience, but making sure that you're not in the dark when you go out into the real world. I would say that practicing in person is definitely number one. So do that when you can, but if you can't build up to it yet, start off with watching videos and practice your communication every day. And pretty soon, by practicing every day, you'll broaden your pool of information into an ocean pretty quickly. Being quick-witted stems from not only knowing what to say at the right time, but also having the confidence to say it. The average person has countless barriers and beliefs that prevent them from saying what they want to say.
Maybe they don't like what I say. Maybe she doesn't share the same interests as me. Maybe he wouldn't want to hear anything from me right now.
Who cares? After the first few seconds of saying something, no one will care. So say whatever comes to mind and whatever you feel like will elicit the response that you want. Having the ability to push the right buttons in a conversation gives you options and opportunities that others are too afraid to take. And developing this skill set takes practice. And it's extremely frightening in the beginning, but it's necessary to get this kind of skill set. Just don't go overboard and say something that's completely out of line at the wrong time. That takes a little bit of practice to get used to, so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys end up saying something like that, but keep an eye out for that. Third and final point to become a master at conversation on the go is to pay attention. Almost everyone in society thinks about themselves whenever they go out about their day, and that's completely understandable. But for you, the person who wants to master the art of conversation, you need to keep your ears working 24/7. You gotta be on the lookout for different phrases and cues to interject and get your opinions across. Listen to what the other person has to say and actually pay attention to what they're saying. To be honest, if you really just want to keep a conversation flowing, you don't even need to think about what you're saying next. Just listen to what they're saying and your mind will automatically push you in the direction where you want to go. It's just that people don't rely on their minds these days. It's kind of weird. And in my personal experience, I've had the deepest and most memorable conversations when I have the right mindset going in. And that mindset is having no mindset. It's just when I'm completely present in the moment of conversation. And whenever someone sees me in the midst of conversation, they see me as quick-witted, but they don't understand that it's the result of proper preparation and constant practice. I wasn't always like this. And in reality, this type of quote-unquote practice is literally just making sure that you don't daze off and you actually listen to what they say, which is actually very simple. And it made being quick-witted second nature to someone like me. Quick thinking is a quality trait of a leader, a trait of all the world's Casanovas and Julius Caesars, Understanding these pillars listed above is the first step, and to reach the pinnacle of quick-witted conversations, practice is key. A warrior isn't deadly because he has a sword, but because he knows how to use it. Embodying all the principles I listed above and developing a sense of mastery over them will, over time, make your name mentioned among the people that you aspire to be like.